Hey everybody, this video is about bonnet cleaning, specifically me and Joe in bonnet cleaning. As you guys know, a lot of you who know who we are, you new people don't know this, but the people who know who we are, about 10 years ago, we started doing a ferocious amount of bonnet cleaning. What we did was use an Oric orbiter and we just started bonnet cleaning all over the place. Uh, and it was pretty nice. The carpets looked real good. The thing about it is, we've actually kind of stopped bonnet cleaning. I'm not saying we don't do it. We don't do it much. We used to use it as a main source of our cleaning, but now we like to extract the carpets with some kind of water extraction. For us, we use like the Bizzle machines, and they work really good, and that's what we do. We like we like to extract with water. And if we do bonnet cleaning, there's only certain ways we do it. I'll only bonnet clean if I've already extracted the carpet, vacuumed and extracted, then I'll bonnet clean. If you vacuum a carpet and then you put your pre-spray down and you bonnet clean, your bonnet you will not get your bonnet to the bottom of the carpet. You're not going to get to the back end. So what you're going to do is, since you can't get down there to the back end, what you're doing is you're pushing the dirt that don't go in the bonnet. The rest of it gets pushed down to the bottom of the back end. It gets compacted in, and you basically subcompacted the dirt to the bottom of the carpet, and that's exactly what's happening. Now, if you extract first, you've pulled all that dirt at the bottom out. So when you bonnet clean, the bonnet cleaner works real well because the dirt's pulled out. The only reason to bonnet clean at all, there's a couple. One reason is, if you're going to bonnet clean, just do it because you're trying to strip the dirt off the fibers. But don't use bonnet cleaning as a main technique. If you do, you could do better than that. You want to extract, and you can do a truck mount, portable. We use a Bizzle. You can use any extractor kind of machine you want and get your extracting done. But if you use bonnet cleaning as a main cleaning technique, it's not really that good. One of the reasons that there is a way to bonnet clean where you're at least better. Like the Oric orbiter we have the black brush you can put on it, so you can vacuum thoroughly as you can. Put the pre-spray into the carpet, run the brush over the carpet, and that way the brush will get down to the bottom of the carpet, the back end, whatever, and it will get all that stuff loosened up, and move the stuff around where it's easy for the bonnet to pick it up. That way you can possibly bonnet clean without extracting first, but even that's not the same thing as extracting, but that's a lot better than just running a bonnet over the carpet and thinking you got the back end clean, because you're not. If you think you are, you're fooling yourself. Trust me, you're not getting the back end clean with a bonnet only. Nobody is with any machine. I don't care if it's an orbital, rotary, whatever. You need to first run a brush and then run a bonnet, and even that is not as proficient as extracting. A good extractor, after you vacuumed really thoroughly, a good extractor it'll flush the carpet out. You can't flush with a bonnet. That's one of the problems with it. There's no flushing. You lose your flushing technique, and flushing's a big part of cleaning on carpets and furniture and stuff, but we're talking about carpets specifically. So you want to extract the carpets with an extractor of some sort. After that, then you want to run a bonnet. And remember, bonnets are really only good for stripping soil off carpet fibers. That's all they've ever did. They take the soil off the fiber, and they do a good job of it. They'll create an excellent appearance cleaning. But if you're not extracting, you're not doing a good job. I don't care who you are, what you think. Your job is it's a little subpar, whether you like it or not. Now, people who are pad capping, same thing. Now at least with them, they're compacting the soil to the bottom of the carpet, but at least they're also putting end cap down there with it. They're compacting the cleaning solution is down at the bottom of the carpet, and it will, if the end cap's decent and works right, it will dry and it'll turn everything at the bottom of the carpet into a fine powder, so that everything can be vacuumed out. That works if your end cap works. It depends on how cheap the end cap is you're buying. If you got cheap end cap, you're not getting a quality end cap job. One of the reasons we decided to quit doing full-time bonnet cleaning is because there's so many people on YouTube now, supposed professional carpet cleaners, and they're doing it, and they're doing so many silly things we don't want to associate with it. They're changing the name of bonnet cleaning into an acronym. That's an embarrassment at best. I'm not wanting involved with anything that takes a system and changes the name of the system to make it look like you're doing something else. That's ridiculous. They're not doing proper methods. Even the people that end cap, the way you're supposed to end cap, they don't do it like they were 5 or 6 years ago. They're lazy about it. They don't post vacuum. You're supposed to pre-vacuum, put your end cap down, run your machine over it, preferably with a brush first, and then up on it, and then you're supposed to post vacuum. These guys don't post vacuum. They skip the steps. They don't even do it right, and just the customers don't like bonnet cleaning no more because it's been done so poorly by so many people. I mean, they see these YouTube videos, and a customer can see a video like, you know what? I don't want that done at my home. I know that's a hack job. They want extraction. Bonnet cleaners, bad bonnet cleaners ruin bonnet cleaning for good bonnet cleaners. There's quality bonnet cleaning. Nothing ever fully matches up to water extraction, but there's pretty good bonnet cleaning, and there's real lousy bonnet cleaning. And the industry, the YouTube videos are full of bad bonnet cleaners, and we don't want to be associated with that. So we're extracting carpets. That's just bonnet cleaning though. It's just too much weirdness involved with it. We used to enjoy it years ago, and we're one of the biggest people who got it going. There was very little bonnet cleaning until we put out around 1,000 videos bonnet cleaning, and all of a sudden a huge industry got turned on where everybody was bonnet cleaning. I mean, the people who are heavy truck mount cleaners started bonnet cleaning, so it got a big deal going. But now they're all just messing it up. They're doing lousy work. They don't care. They just want to be in and out fast. Bonnet cleaning. Now I'll tell you where I'll bonnet clean a carpet. If I extracted a carpet like 1 or 2 months ago, and the customer calls and says they want the carpets cleaned again, and I know the carpet was just recently extracted, I may go do a bonnet cleaning on a deal like that because I know they've spilled some coffee or something. All they want is to get the copper fiber stripped of the dirt or the stains. I'll do that if I know for a fact the carpet's recently been extracted, water extracted. But otherwise, I don't do that unless I water extract first, and then I might bonnet afterwards. Of course, the carpets is all clean when you clean with water extraction. I only bonnet clean afterwards just to help dry the carpets out a little quicker. It's the main reason. So, but I only bonnet clean only if the carpets are previously been extracted. If the carpets haven't been cleaned with an extractor in the last 4 or 5 months, I'm not going to bonnet clean. I'm going to extract. If they've been recently cleaned and they just got some new stains they've dumped into them, I will bonnet clean. But if you want to know about us, the reason we don't bonnet clean that much, that bonnet cleaning industry is ruined by hacks and idiots, and by people who just messing the whole thing up for everybody. Goofy people changing the name of bonnet cleaning to something else. Why don't you just change the name of a car to something else? We all know what a car is, so alter the name and then see what, it's the same thing. It's just ridiculous. But that's why we want out of it. There's too many people clowning around just trying to bonnet clean. They don't care about doing it right. They're not getting the backing at all. They don't run a brush first. They just flop a bonnet down, bonnet clean, and then they quit. And they're vacuuming and stuff, but they're not doing the post vacuuming. They're not doing the stuff right. So we don't want to. And the customers have seen so much of that trashy work from these cheapskate people that the customers don't want bonnet cleaning. They don't want you coming to their house anymore and bonnet cleaning. It's faux pas, because so many people have clowned it up on YouTube that the customers don't take it serious. So anyway, people have asked us, do we still bonnet clean, and what are we extracting, bonnet cleaning, what are we doing? Well, that's what we're doing. We're mainly extracting, and we do bonnet clean, like I say, limited. There's a limited amount of use for it, but it's very limited. Now, on a commercial carpet, where you're talking about carpet tiles or, carpet that's it's like a thin as a piece of typing paper. Something like that. Bonnet cleaning is more acceptable because there's no real nap to get to the bottom of. But on residential, you're not getting to the bottom. of a carpet with no bonnet. You're pushing the soil down, and you're pushing it deep into the backing, and that's exactly what you're doing. If you think you're doing otherwise, you're not. You are not doing good if you're not doing a good cleaning. We did it for years and years, and we know the good and the bad of it, and how to do it more right. And we know enough to know that you should extract, and then you can bonnet. If you only bonnet carpets that have already been previously cleaned, just use it for a stain removal technique. It's great for that. It really is. It'll give a beautiful appearance cleaning. But beyond that, leave it alone. I mean, that's our advice, and we're the ones who made this whole thing big, and we're telling you as the people who were a big thing that got it started, use it in a smart way on a limited basis. But anyway, that's what this video is about, and that's all we have for now. So you guys have a nice day.